Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? We are going to be talking about all of the indie Black Friday sales that are actually worth shopping. I know there's a lot of sales happening right now, so I just wanted to throw my video in the mix and share some small businesses that I think deserve the love and some of my favorite products from them. Products that I recommend, or also sales that I might be shopping myself. I just wanted to chat about it. I do want to thank AMYLOVES for sponsoring today's video. You guys know I've worked with them so many times in the past. I have so much jewelry from them that I truly love and I wear nonstop 99.9% of the time. If you're asking what I'm wearing as far as jewelry goes, it is always Ana Luisa. They are having a Black Friday / Cyber Monday sale of up to 35% off their entire site. I'll have the site link down below along with all of the details, but I highly recommend checking them out if you're shopping around for Black Friday, whether it be for someone else or for you. I feel like they just have really high quality, super cute, dainty pieces. That's personally my favorite thing about them. Like, there's so many great things. They have free shipping, they have free exchanges, they're sustainable, but my favorite thing is just how dainty the pieces are. Like, just speaks to my style perfectly. So they did give me 2 new pairs of earrings to share with y'all for this video. So I'm wearing both of them right now. These are the Gioella hoops and they're super cute, just like a slightly chunkier, very small little elegant hoop. I'm all about it. And then they also gifted me this pair of mini pearl earrings, which I actually believe that I've had a very similar pair from them in the past, and I totaled my car and I left them in my car, I'm pretty sure, because I can't find them anywhere. And I was pretty sad about it because these are like the most adorable tiny pearl earrings, just perfect size. I have them in my second hole right now, but they would also be super cute by themselves. So that is the end of my spiel. Thank you again to AMYLOVES for sponsoring this video. Like I said, I'll have them linked down below. Now let's jump into all the indie recommendations. Let's start off with Odin's Eye because they actually have a really good sale going on for Black Friday this year. I will have all the details listed down below in case like it's too many times, too many dates, but just to say it for the first time, it is going to be starting on November 23rd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're going to be having 30% off all of their influencer collabs, which I was like, that is such a good deal because they never have discounts on those. Affiliate codes don't apply. So if there's an influencer collab you've been waiting to purchase, now is the time. I honestly think all of them are beautiful, but the one that I'm wearing right now, the one I'm going to recommend to you that's been my current go-to since it launched, is the Flora Story palette, Odin's Eye and Makeup Just for Fun. I love this so much. I feel like if you love greens and like just like soft purples and you're like somewhere in between a neutral and a colorful gal, like this is the palette for you. And for me, because it's just so pretty. Today I just threw shroom like all over my crease, and then I used Dawn on my inner corner and like across my lid, and it is just so beautiful, so simple, so easy. Cannot stop reaching for this. But like I said, any of their influencer collabs, I think they were all done really well. So they also said that they're gonna have select products ranging from 50 to 60% off. I'm not exactly 100% sure what those select products are going to be, but they did mention something about having discount codes to take an extra 10% off. So I'm not sure if affiliate codes are going to apply on top. If it does, I have an affiliate code with Odin's Eye. It's just AMYLOVES. But I thought I would mention 2 of my other favorite products that are like not super new from them, but like newer, and like if they're on sale, I recommend them. So that's going to be these 2 palettes, the Jewels and Gem palette and the Stone and Rock palette. These are both just so gorgeous, like the most beautiful color stories, the most beautiful textures and shimmers. So Jewels and Gem is a little bit more cool toned, but it's actually super colorful. Like I feel like it looks more toned down in the palette, but when you swatch it out, it is stunning. I have a full video live swatching both of these together. I'll make sure to put in the cards here for you. But I love these both so much. And then Stone and Rock is for all the green lovers. You just can't beat it. It is beautiful. There's a super intense multi-chrome, and then just all the shimmers in here are super sparkly. So yeah, had to mention those. So the next sale I want to mention is from Deina Cosmetics, and they are going to be having like 40 to 50% off like almost their entire website, but I wanted to mention specifically that they just released an eyeshadow palette. It is called the Fantasia palette, and it says it's 40% off, doorbuster, hot buy as a brand new palette collection. So I'm super excited about this one. It's the first Deina palette ever. I'm gonna leave a little picture on screen for you guys. It looks like a super like shifty, you know, they're all about the shimmers kind of palette. I'm very, very excited to pick that up. And then they're also going to be releasing their eye base. They have a eye base primer, and then they also have a sparkle and shimmer glue set as well. And these will both be 35% off. So I'm mentioning this as like not a recommendation necessarily, but more as in like, this is a sale that I'm gonna be shopping and it's actually already live. I had a problem checking out earlier. It just didn't want to go through, but as soon as it does, these will be mine. Okay, next, let's talk about Fantasy Cosmetica. So they are having a pretty good sale as well. So their palettes are going to be 22% off. Their single shadows, 30% off. Their perfume, 25% off. They have like, or well, different size perfumes are going to be 30% off. Their lip oils 25, their bundles between 25 and 30, and their new Lost Library collection is going to be 8% off. But all of that is like the base sale, and then you can also use an affiliate code on top, which is what makes it a pretty good deal because like I said, the Lost Library just launched, so 8% and then another 10% off on top of that if you want to use my affiliate code. It's AMYLOVES. But I just had to mention my favorite palettes from them because like I said, 22 plus another 10. If I had to recommend a palette, it would be these two. So this is the Druid palette, which is the reason I fell in love with the brand. It's like the most beautiful grungy green color story. I do have a full video swatching every Fantasy Cosmetica palette, but this one is actually not in it. This is the Rogue palette, and I just have to mention it is the most stunning like purple, blue, cool tone color story. The shimmers are beautiful. Like I love this one as well. I know I haven't shared a whole video on the Lost Library collection yet. I need to do some lip swatches and everything still, but I just had to mention this candle. I don't know that I had like high hopes because I was like, oh cool, like this indie brand, they make amazing makeup, they're coming out with candles, like I'll try one for sure. But then when I smelled this, I was like, this candle is literally amazing. This is the Suspicious Bookshelf, and it says that it has the smell of sweet tobacco. And then it also had, I think, some like fruity scents or something. The smell of this is genuinely perfection. Like, I don't know that I've ever loved a candle more. I haven't even lit it yet, but it smells so good. Okay, next let's talk Sydney Grace. They are going to be having site-wide 30% off everything. And genuinely, you cannot go wrong with anything you purchase from Sydney Grace. I have so many videos I could link to, specifically probably the most helpful might be like my ranking their palettes, but they have such a good, just sturdy, reliable everyday eyeshadow formula. I just find myself reaching for their eyeshadows all the time, and I feel like if you like more neutral eyeshadows in particular and you like more soft looks, not that they don't have like variety, they do, but I just feel like if you're a neutral lover and you love indie makeup, then Sydney Grace is the brand for you. I don't know that I've ever tried anything from them and thought outright like I don't like this. Like I feel like the quality is always there, especially their loose highlighters are beautiful. But my favorite thing right now, I know this is so boring, I'm like, who even am I? But I am obsessed with their brow palette. I have the shade Blonde, and it is so good. I actually dyed my hair. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's a little bit darker than it was before, but I'm still using the Blonde palette. I'm just like kind of going up a little bit. Like the shade Honey is what I'm using more through my brows. And then I'm using a mixture of blonde and ash in the front. But I just feel like, especially if you're someone who has like warm tones in your hair, if you're a redhead, I know this is blonde, but the tones in here are so perfect if you don't want that like fake ready look and you want just a little bit of warmth. I'm obsessed. Okay, so this next sale is not like a crazy deal or anything, but I just had to mention it because it is one that I am also considering to be a part of. So I recently tried finding Ferdinand for the first time. This is the khaki collaboration, the Summer Abroad collection. I have the shade Olay right here, which is a beautiful, just like warm beigey blush is what it's described as, a beige blush, but I just think it is stunning. It's what I have on the cheeks. It's the only thing I have on my cheeks. I don't have highlighter, I don't have bronzer. I've just been wearing this blush and I'm obsessed with their blush formula. It is so like I don't even know how to describe it. It blends so beautifully. It has amazing pigmentation, but it just looks so lightweight on the cheeks, and I feel like it does not mess with anything that's happening underneath it. I'm sorry to melt, because they used to be my favorite cream blush formula, but I think that this is now my favorite cream blush formula. Unfortunately, I don't think the Summer Abroad collection is on sale, but I was creeping on their website, and all of the blushes that they have already that are like pre-made, because you can actually do custom blush shades on there, but the ones that they already have, like that they're making themselves, you can see like there's 6 of them here. They are on sale for $22, and they are originally $28. And they have some really pretty shades. Like they have like a super cute baby pink. They have a super pretty purple. They also have a really cute gift box as well. So if you're looking for a new cream blush, that's speaking to me. Okay, next I thought I would mention BK Beauty, because I love their brushes. I use one probably every single day, but I just have 2 recommendations specifically. No, actually I have 3 recommendations specifically that I am always using. So they have 2 foundation brushes, and both of them are so good. There's the 101, which is like their classic foundation brush, and it just blends everything so airbrushed, and just, it's really big, and it has like the perfect curve to it that I feel like you can get all around your face and around your brows and under your eyes. And it's just super simple, super soft. It just looks gorgeous. And they also have the 106 brush, which originally I did not like as much. I was just obsessed with the 101. I was like, 106 who? But if you like wearing really lightweight, like skin tints, or just anything that's more light coverage, I feel like the 106 does a great job of just buffing everything out and like getting like just an even base. I also love using the 106 for blush. I actually used it for the Finding Ferdinand blush. I'll just throw it on and then just slightly buff it into everything else that's happening on my cheek, and it does a great job at applying it and like everything blending smoothly. I also am obsessed with the Angie Hun Flashy brush from them in A506, which is genuinely the best concealer brush I've ever tried. I use it almost every single day. I have multiple of these, and it just blends. Again, super soft, super airbrushed. It does not pull, it doesn't tug or anything, and I just feel like it gives a really beautiful finish, and it fits just perfectly. It's almost as if like it's a baby version of the 101, like the shape is the exact same. It's so good. And then while we're here, I just have to mention I'm wearing their lipstick in the shade Grace. If you're looking for a good lipstick, a good like soft, creamy, kind of satiny finish, these are so good. All right, y'all, so those are all of my recommendations. I did check for a few other indie brands. For example, Glaminatrix is not having a sale. Adept is having one, but you have to sign up for their email list ahead of time to get a like specific promo code that's only for you. But they are launching their Element 115 eyeshadow palette, which I do already have a video up on my channel about in case you're wanting to check that out. Then I looked for Blend Bunny, but they didn't have anything announced yet, so I figure if I see any good sales, I will just drop them in my community tab, so definitely keep an eye out for that. If you're wanting to see updates as we go, because you know not everyone announces their sale ahead of time. I would be so curious to hear what indie makeup sales you're planning on shopping. If you're gonna pick anything up, please feel free to have a conversation with me down below. And like I said, I will have Ana Luisa linked in my description box. Thank you again for working with me on this video. I can't get over how cute these 2 earrings look together. I'm obsessed. So that is everything. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.